Hey, welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm here with another movie discussion. Tubi movie, not a Tubi original, but Tubi movie, My Forever Valentine. Now, this one is another one that's short. It's like a little over an hour long. And I can tell you, I'm going to get to the ending, but I feel like the ending was kind of drastic. Like, I felt like it didn't lead. We didn't have enough build up for what happened at the end. So anyway, starts off with the whole neglected spouse. He's a chef. His girl is she does something. She has one of those jobs where it's like she has people working under her, office type job. She's running things, boss lady, right? So the husband is Rose Spit. That's his, stage name. He's in a lot of Tubi movies. The girl that played his wife, I've seen her in some stuff, but I can't think of the movie. I'm pretty sure I've done a review on it on here before. But anyway, he's like, "You're not paying me any attention," and she's going out of town on Valentine's Day for a job, and he's feeling all neglected and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, we know what's gonna happen with this. He's gonna slip up, cheat, realizes that ain't worth it, and then girl's gonna go cuckoo crazy. So we know that part. So the girl to go cuckoo crazy. The first time I saw her, she's the one. She usually wears her hair kind of like a red, um, with like blue undertones, kind of like a burgundy type of whatever. The first movie I saw her in, she played a cop, and I did a review on it, but I forgot what the name of it was. But she was really good in that. So in this one, she's at his restaurant, looking at him, chilling or whatever. His wife is out of town, right? So she cozies up to him. They talk and everything. Next scene we see is him running up in her apartment right behind her. And luckily we didn't see no highly detailed sex scene, because maybe whoever's making these movies and putting them on Tubi are listening to people, because it's like y'all movies be a little too freaked out sometimes. Like, I feel like I'm watching some softcore porn sometimes. Like, chill out. So we didn't have to see all that. We just saw them, you see it leads up to some sex, and then the next scene is him getting dressed. She's in the bed, and he's like, this is a mistake. And she's like, "You're gonna call me, right?" And he's like, "Take care," or something like that. First of all, girl, I can understand a teen like 18, 19, 20. You're kind of new to the dating scene. I can see you not understanding that a one night stand is a one night stand. But homegirl, you got to be in your mid 30s, okay? Um, why are you sitting up there? Are you gonna call me later? No, that man ain't gonna call you later, girl. Um, so after one night of sex, she's just, of course, acting like Miss Fatal Attraction, right? Now, even though he cheated, I was kind of feeling like, damn, well, at least he feels bad about it. And I was kind of trying to feel sorry for him. Then while she was on her business trip, she slept with one of her employees and whatnot. So then I was really like, man, she's low down. I guess they even now. But they got to arguing later on. And she was like, remember when you cheated on me last year? And then he was like, well, that's because I thought I had lost you. I'm like, oh. So every time you get a little lonely, feel a little neglected, you got to jump in some coochie. That's what you're saying. So I'm like, okay, I no longer feel sorry for you, dude, because if it's just so bad, separate or something. Understand, I understand it's not easy to just divorce somebody, right? There's a lot that goes into it. Um, I get it. But it's like if you gotta move out and separate yourself for a while, but jumping up in some snatch every time you get a little lonely, feel a little neglected, to me that's just dumb. And no, but they both was trifling because you on a business, you left your husband on Valentine's Day, go on a business trip, screw your employee. And I feel like even if you called yourself getting back at your husband for cheating last year, either you forgive him or you don't. And then if you're going to get back at him, get your lip back, you should have did that right after he cheated on you. That's just me. That's just my thoughts on this particular situation in this movie. Like, don't wait until the next year to cheat. Like, same with her. If it hurt you that bad, you need to separate. Like, why are y'all still together being miserable? So, meanwhile, homegirl with the red burgundy hair is all like doing this thing with roses. She's sending roses to the house, and the wife's like, "Oh, you got these for me?" And he's like, no. Then he's eventually saying, "Yes, he did." And um, I'm just like, girl. Now, like I said, the ending, because yeah, we know the one night stand chick is got some screws loose, but we went from her dropping roses off and following his wife around. We went from that to her tying both of them up. I guess there was a scene where she rapes him because she got naked and like crawled on him, and you know, um in those type of situations, a lot of people, they don't consider it rape because a man has to get aroused to get an erection, right? But what a lot of people don't understand is you can't help how your body responds to stuff. So even though he, like I said, had to get an erection for her to climb on top of him, it still was an assault, right? So she did that in front of his wife because the wife's tied up at this point. She got him tied up, laid on the bed, and she got these jars of. I was kind of laughing because it's like, y'all, blood is not that kind of red. She had these jars of red, and I didn't know what the hell it was. So she started talking, saying she was some kind of surgeon or something, and she does surgery on people's hearts or something. So she suffocates his wife, and then cuts his heart out while he's awake. So of course, after that scene, she gets away with it. The cops are kind of trailing her, because the wife went missing for a while. So she had kidnapped the wife and everything. Before, she got the husband, knocked him out, and then tied him up, right? And she's like, "Oh, I haven't seen him. Oh, he's married. I didn't know." And it's like, I just feel like when it comes, if we're going to have that drastic of an ending, that's the only thing about movies that are only an hour long. You have to. I feel like you have to get creative with things. Like, to me, it feels like they were trying to create a plot twist, but that wasn't really a plot twist to me. That was kind of like a plot bent or something because, like I said, we just went from, "Oh, how come you're not calling me?" to, "I cut out people's hearts." I feel like we should have had a little bit more foreshadowing to that. That's just my opinion on that. Cause I guess I'm saying the ending didn't match. Like, we went from a light thriller to like a horror movie. But and look, there's movies that have multiple genres in them, but I feel like it wasn't what's the word, put together well. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went from a little light, maybe Lifetime-ish type movie to this chick is cutting out people's hearts and she has hearts in a jar and cutting out the man's heart while he's still, conscious. It's like, damn. There's this movie. I don't think you know what, I never did the discussion on it. But the way that one was, I think what is that movie called? I might do a discussion on it. It's basically this woman. It's called She Likes to Watch, and basically this married couple approaches this woman and they're like, look, you can have sex with my husband. We'll pay you. I want to watch, and I'm not going to tell you, just in case you plan on watching it, it's on Tubi. But even though that ended kind of like this, like in a crazy manner, the build up was good though. You see what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like kind of like, huh? You leaving roses to cutting out hearts? Where the hell did that come from? You see what I'm saying? But anyway, My Forever Valentine. Check it out on Tubi. Let me know what you think about this. Do you agree? Do you feel like it could have been, like I said, if you only got an hour script, you only working with like 60 pages. Because one page is generally a minute. So 60 pages you're working with. So let me know. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you that are not subscribed. But you can by hitting that button for me. I very much appreciate it. I will be back consistent on here. I promise. I swear. I'm still trying to do this work-life balance thing. All right. Peace and blessings to every last one of you watching. Until next time.